Hey, this is DM Allen. Thanks for joining us once again for another week of awesomeness. Let's just get it started.
Last time on Roll with Advantage.
You make your way to Waterdeep. There is a looming dark cloud. Word is there's gonna be a big boom tonight.
I follow them into the bar in bat form.
It is a very, very beautiful lady, someone that you would be extremely attracted to. And you're starting to remember this person's casted spells on you.
I heard that Kinien doesn't even know magic, and I click the ring.
You guys end the session heading to T's traditional and exotic weapons and armor for Minette to gather supplies for his latest creation and for any other shopping needs that the party has. But that is not where Kinien left off. Kinien followed as a bat, followed the Zentarum into a pub called the Lucky Mooring Bell. It was here that he listened into the conversation and found out that a group of people, including a barmaid and a tiefling, were discussing plans. The tiefling was obviously the leader. Kinien picked up 3 pieces of important information. These Zents are looking to blow up a building. The gunpowder is located on the convergence of 3 dragons. It happens at midnight. The party has 12 hours to defuse the situation. Yeah!
And I'm an expert at flying.
Yes. And he also, well, you guys don't really know about that, but Kinien met someone from his past and has bamfed back to the ship.
And the party does not know about the bomb.
I know,
Yep.
actually.
Yeah, do you?
I don't know where it is.
Oh, but one of the parties is planning on...
I don't know who's going to be blowing it up. I know there's
Okay.
an intersection that's going to be blown up
Okay.
Oh, yeah, 'cause
to
you
kill
talked
some
to-
people for some tasty treats.
Yep.
But we need to steal the bombs and save the cheerleader.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then
Thank
save
you,
the
hero.
world.
Hero. Okay. So anyways, Kinien, you get back to the ship. What do you do?
Immediately, I start rummaging through my personal belongings,
Okay.
and I find an eye patch, and I find the biggest pirate hat I can possibly get,
Like with a big bloom.
with a big bloom,
Okay.
and then I find a big cloak to put on.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm rocking like this giant cloak and crazy hat and eye patch, and then I head back to the bar.
Are you wearing your other cloak under the big cloak?
Like 2 cloaks.
I don't think I actually have a cloak, do I?
So-
I do have the bat cloak, yes.
Yes.
I'm wearing 2 cloaks.
Okay.
So you're a pirate and you're deciding to disguise your identity by further
Pirating.
dressing as a pirate?
Yes.
Well, I mean, he's not a
Okay.
bright man.
I'm just clarifying I'm just clarifying the situation.
Okay.
Understatement of the year.
And you walk back into the bar.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just like stride right into the bar,
Yeah.
pushing the door open, and what you see is the bar is collecting itself after you disappeared. Are you trying to disguise yourself or anything like that? Or are you just
Nope.
being flamboyant? Like,
I am being flamboyant and striding
Okay.
up to the bar.
Okay. So you stride up to the bar, and is this the look that you used to hold, or is this just Kinien trying to be more pirate?
Trying to be
like,
more pirate.
Not Kinien, but just more pirate.
No, I'm trying to be.
Oh, you're
Kinien,
trying
like,
to be okay.
I'm well known
Yes.
in this tavern.
So you are trying to be the dread pirate Kinien.
Yes.
Okay.
And I walk right up to the bar, and I yell out, "Ale for everyone!"
Here! And like the whole bar is just going hamburgers at that
And
point.
they're like, whoa, whoa, whoa! For my family? Ah!
And everybody's like pulling their sleeves up, showing their Zentarum tattoos and stuff like that. Yeah. The barmaid comes over and she says, so why did you disappear, Kinien?
Disappear?
Oh, you were just here. You disappeared off the floor saying that you weren't you. And now you're here again, just dressed differently.
What?
You still have the same cloak on.
But I've got an eye patch.
Oh, sweet, simple, beautiful Kinien. Yes, you do have an eye patch. And she like brushes your cheek with like her ringed hands. She's got a ring on every hand, Kinien, and you recognize these to glow with like a special light, whether it's cut or whether it's magic.
I kind of cross my hands for a moment, covering my obsidian ring, and tap my finger, and I'm like, "Hey, honey."
So it's coming across everybody's rings.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm not trying to. It's broadcasting.
Yep.
I'm like, it's been a while.
It sure has. Last I saw you was you were saying that you were leaving for Neverwinter to find a group.
I brace momentarily, like almost doing like a yes, like a thrust with my arm, like she bought it.
Okay.
And then I like catch myself and I'm like, yeah, I found those adventurers.
You'll be happy to know that some of the plans we cooked up for the fishing trade has been paying off quite nicely. And she says, 1 second. She disappears behind the bar, and like goes down into a cellar, and
Cellar door.
yes, and comes back up, and she puts a big heavy lockbox on top of the bar top, and she just kind of like heftily pushes it your way.
Ooh. What's the occasion?
Well, you've come back to town, and this is your payment for helping with the idea.
I told them I was smart. They didn't believe me. And that's going through the ring.
Yeah.
I have the best ideas.
Yeah. You all are getting half a conversation
Yep.
at this. Oh shit. Yeah. So.
And I've got-
Manette, wherever he is, just bursts out laughing
Yeah.
in the middle of,
Yep.
whatever, for
Yep.
no apparent reason.
So I lean close and whisper into her ear through the ring,
Okay.
and I say, so, I might have overheard through an associate of mine that looks nothing like me that, we might be blowing something up tonight? How do I get in on that?
She leans forward and she says, yes, your associate is right.
Handsome associate.
Yes, I assume very handsome. And yeah, we're blowing a shop up. There is a casino in town that is owned by the Zenithar's Thieves Guild, and we're getting some retribution for their latest assassination.
Oh.
Kinien, what the fuck you doing?
My eyes open really wide, and I take my hand off the ring, and I'm like, think to myself, oh shit.
I jump on and say, Kinien, if you need help, say the word beer in your next sentence through the ring. Because I'm hoping
Kinien-
he's just having a one-sided drunk conversation, but I don't know.
Does he know what a sentence is? He's done many of them, but
Kinien pauses for a moment. He's just like,
cops are
Say
onto him.
beer in the next, 20 words if you're in trouble.
20 is a high number.
so sorry, I got distracted. Another great thought came into my head. How can I join you?
Well, you don't actually need to join anything, not for tonight's explosions. I mean, you can find quite the effects tonight at midnight in the market.
It'd be a shame to blow up all the money, though.
Yeah, that's the point.
Oh.
Yeah, we're hoping to hurt them.
Yeah!
Yes, badly. Badly.
Okay.
No, we've got an associate, somebody who's been...
Handsome associate?
No, not handsome at all. Kind of an abomination, actually. Let's call him a contractor. And,
what?
Contractor? It's someone you hire. It's like a privateer.
Ah.
And yes. And let's call him the contractor. And he is, or she, I can't really tell.
Does he die in the explosion so you don't have to pay him?
Quite possibly. He's down there protecting the gunpowder currently.
How would you describe him?
Humanoid-ish.
Yeah?
Tentacles for hands.
Tentacle hands.
Or arms. Very, very pale green skin. Smells like algae. Disgusting sort. Not my cup of tea. And she brushes her hand on your shoulder.
Ooh.
But he's a
Sounds-
zealot of sorts.
Sounds like one of those homing octopus.
What are you talking about?
Oh. Nothing.
So, yes. So if you want to see fireworks with me later tonight, meet me in the market square. Meet me in front of Tees, actually. In fact, let them know that we send you, and you might even get a discount.
Ooh!
Tees is awfully good to us. Sells us lots and lots of nice, fine weapons.
Nice. Definitely meet up with you later. Maybe we'll make our own fireworks. And I lift my double cloaks up a little bit, and I swagger my way out the front door. And then I stop at the door, turn around, come back and grab my chest off the bar.
Okay.
And basically kind of slink out
Okay.
I meant to do that.
Before you do that, she slaps her hand on top of the lockbox, and she says, "Now, my love, be careful out there. There's a guard that's been snooping around a little too much. Her name is Eloise, and she's getting close. You may want to disguise yourself better. Like a paper bag or something. Not that you're ugly, my love, but you're kind of notorious in this town."
But that's my thing.
Granted. And I think she gives you a peck on the cheek, and she says, "Enjoy your night in the jail cell. Bye."
Jail. Yeah. Nice. And I walk off. How heavy is this chest?
Pretty heavy. Did you want to thumb through it, bamf back to the ship and thumb through it?
Oh, I'm skipping my way back to the ship.
Okay.
Non-magically, chink, 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 because I'm
Thinking
an
of
idiot.
himself as the notorious ORC.
Yes. At least half of one.
Notorious ORC.
I was trying to think
Oh
of,
my
of
gosh.
initials that would work.
That is
good.
awesome. I love it. That's your next title in
Notorious.
That's your next title in your name. The Notorious ORC.
The curse breaker, the betrayer,
The
dragon
Notorious
slayer, the notorious,
You can never remember the right letter.
the pirate
or
king.
order of
Yeah, I don't know how to
letters.
spell
yeah,
it
the
either.
SCR.
The notorious OCR.
Well, sea
can't
like the
recognize
ocean.
that
That's you know.
object.
Yeah, he thinks it's sea like the ocean. I like that. You have 43 platinum pieces.
How much beer does that translate to?
A lot.
Yeah.
He said beer, he's in trouble.
Yeah.
I don't think he,
Whippoorwill. 58 gold. Oh God. 68 silver and copper pieces. You've got 72.
I prance back to the ship and
Okay.
and I brag through the ring. I'm like, I got a chest of money. Oh yeah, and I got a discount at Teas. Who drinks tea? That's not ale.
The main group with everybody else. You guys pass a little cart that says Taka's shop, and then you move past that. You pass a law office, and Tin, you know this law office. It's called Law Offices of Bronderbank and Bronderbank. These are the shadiest of the shady.
are they two names that sound the same but are said slightly different, or is it the same name twice?
Same name twice, kind of
Okay,
like a
I wasn't
partnership.
sure with how you were saying it.
Yep,
if
yep.
it was like a joke.
Nope, Bronderbank.
So Dewey Cheatham and Howe.
Yeah, Dewey Cheatham and Howe.
You know, off car talk.
Yep, I like it. So, anyways, you pass this law office, and you recognize the name. Back when you were in Waterdeep, these people would represent the nastiest of the nasty. The
So
higher,
hordes, basically.
yes,
The Zentarum.
the Zentar. Well, even the
Got them on retainer.
yeah, the Zentarum. Anybody from Xanathar's Thieves Guild, like any of the higher ups, even the lords, like the nasty lords. Yeah, they represent anyone who's usually corrupt, and unfortunately, they're very good. And then you move past a few other shops, and you see teas.
I hope to buy some dog armor.
Hey, that might be in there. When you get to the shop, it has a very unassuming storefront. It has just a small sign that says Teas, traditional and exotic weapons and armor.
Oh, I'm coming, guys. I gotta change my costume.
Costume?
And
I put the eye patch over the other eye, and I start coming to Teas.
you're booking it to Teas. Okay. You guys see the storefront. It has small windows high up on the wall and one door. The windows don't let you see in. It only is to let light in. You see this very shady person walking out from the door. She puts her hood up like immediately as she exits the place and like skitters off down like one of the alleyways. It's a female elf.
Or is it?
Or is it? So who's leading the charge on this one?
And that's got shopping.
Okay, okay. So you enter. So when you enter Teas, the first thing you notice is behind the bar of this place, it's got like a caged, I don't know, like a caged in area. So you only have like the small area, and then when you walk in, it's to protect from like grabbing any of the weapons and stuff like that.
How far apart are the bars in the cage?
You could walk through them.
Yeah.
It's more to keep medium-sized creatures out. So even gnomes could get through them. It's a matter of if you want to try. This place is pretty intimidating.
No, the proprietor or
Yep.
the clerk or whoever's there.
Yep.
What race are they?
They are human.
Human?
Yep.
Okay.
And has kind of like this 20-yard stare. And you guys, when you walk in, a shop bell rings, and she says, "Hello, welcome to T's Traditional and Exotic Weapons and Armor. What can I do for you?"
Hello, I'm looking for some weapons.
As do most clients here.
Do you sell scorpion sticks?
Scorpion sticks.
Yeah.
Is that a real thing?
Scorpion on a stick.
A scorpion on a stick?
It's very deadly.
Sounds more like
No.
food.
Yes. No, I believe you can get that in the market. I'm sure one of the food stands.
Keo's a foodie.
He's a foodie.
No
It's a weapon.
reservations.
You just stick the
Yeah.
stick out, and then the scorpion stings them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so what you see on the back wall is a plethora of swords and daggers and bows and stuff like that, and you see on all of them this coat of arms, or like it's basically a shield with a very ornate T, and it's got it's silver, and it's embedded in every single one of the weapons.
See, this person understands. Always be branding.
Boom shakalaka.
Are there any of them that are close to like the front of the cage area?
Yeah, I mean, I imagine that this whole cage area is like just completely
All right.
engulfed in weapons.
I'm going to take the glass staff out of my
Okay.
pack.
Okay.
And then I'm going to climb up it onto the countertop
Mhm.
and put it back in my pack. And then I'm going to lean kind of through the bars, but not stepping,
Yeah.
and closely examine.
Okay.
the,
Okay.
And I'll take out pen and paper and start drawing a copy of it.
Okay. Perception for me, please.
I get distracted and start drawing smiley faces.
Okay. All right.
Perception of 3.
I gotcha. Okay, yeah. You just see the basics of the weapon, and you see the coat of arms. Nothing special. When you are leaning in, though, you see that the caged-in room, there's like wood planks, because it's like a wall that's extruded from a back wall, right? And you see behind some of this wall, you see somebody in the back, like working on some of this stuff. Right now, they're doing leather work.
I wave.
You wave, and the figure does not notice you, and continues working. Very, very cold-seeming figure. From afar, looks like a human, and this person looks fairly pale for a human. Like they really need to get some light. And then at that moment,
So finally a sensible person.
Unless light would kill them.
bum bum bum.
It only feels that way.
Yeah. And at that moment, the lady's like, excuse me, Kobold, please, not in the cage. And like pushes you gently by the snout out of the caged area.
I give her the old puppy dog eyes.
It's lost on her.
Yeah.
She's too dead inside.
I have a question. Would there happen to be any armor that is not a shield that would increase my AC that I can purchase?
You are a cleric.
Mm-hmm.
You can
We're medium.
any medium armor.
I already
So-
have scale mail, which is...
You could go up to half plate.
So I think you can do.
Yeah.
There might be a mithril option.
Mithril is lighter and does not give disadvantage
Ooh.
for
Stealth.
stealth.
Yes, it's also going to be expensive. But that's
Mithril.
As long as it's not like 30,000 gold.
yes. They have mithril. We have a fine assortment of mithril. What kind of armor would you be looking for?
Mithril dog plate.
Chest plate would be pretty good.
Half plate.
Or half plate.
Half plate?
Blurp.
Let's see. And she does some quick math. She says, half plate with mithril, that's going to cost you somewhere in the range of 1,200 dragons? 1,200 gold pieces?
Sure.
Would you like yes?
Yeah.
Yes?
Let's do it.
Okay. And,
That's very reasonable.
That is a very good
That is a very reasonable price.
And so she shouts, she says, T! We have someone buying mithril. Do you have mithril half plate? You don't hear any words. You just hear like a tantrum being thrown in the background. And
I like tea already.
you hear this tantrum being thrown in the background, and then she says, she looks back to you guys and she says, one moment. And she runs off, and when she comes back, maybe like 10 minutes later, has a handful of armor, and it is mithril half plate.
Sweet.
And I pull out whatever list it is that you want me to get for all the parts for.
Yep. I forget how much I told you.
You said 15,000.
Yes. Okay. And
I
you
don't
want to
have
try
15,000.
Okay. 1 second.
I'm just shy.
Just shy.
Your personal funds, you have just shy of 15,000.
I mean, just shy is 2,500 shy, but yeah.
I gotta stop
Yeah.
being a monk.
Yeah.
That's also
You
the
didn't
gambling
rob a
on the ship.
casino.
Yeah.
And you also kept trying to give money to Staravash.
To whores. To whores. As far as I know.
Vicar-
We're the poor.
Whores through Staravash.
Yes.
Yeah, Kinien and Manette are the ones that really made money off of the whole casino ship thing.
Yep. Morally ambiguous.
I didn't make any money off the casino ship. I drank
You
a lot of
found your own
booze.
money off of the casino.
Oh yeah,
ship.
there was that.
Yeah. you made money.
Hey, sorry to interrupt all the awesome action. This is DM Allen. I just want to quick say a big thank you to Incompetech. Incompetech.com has been absolutely fantastic. We use a lot of their music and sound effects and stuff like that. You should go check them out. Here's a quick sample. Like I said, they're really, really awesome. We really enjoy their work. Go check them out. That's Incompetech.com, and you can find all their information in our credits. I'm not going to waste any more of your time. Let's just get right back to the action. So, you want to buy these things. Do you want to try and persuade, like, get the price down, like haggle?
So again, I believe I have more dragon scale than I actually need to make
Sure. Yep.
the armor.
Yep.
So if they're interested in a partial payment made in dragon scales that they could then use to make armor themselves, that's kind of what I was thinking I would do, to sell them the excess dragon scales.
Yeah.
And then
So if you sell them all of your excess dragon scales, of the red dragon, it would knock your price down to about half. So it'd be like 7,500.
heck yeah.
Okay.
We can always find another red dragon to kill.
And so what Manette's doing is he's buying like threaded mithril and stuff like that. Buying basically all of the things needed to make his armor. So she comes back with a large sack of items, of these raw materials for you to use. And on this sack it has like the big stylized T, like right on the side. And you notice also in your mithril tin, there is a T like right at the clavicle, at the in that area, the collar area.
It's customized for Tenuvial.
Boom. Is there
That's how I'm
anything
gonna
else you
roll
want to
with
do?
She got it monogrammed.
Yeah.
I'm going to inquire as to the correct merchant to see for a carpet of flying. I believe it's
A
called.
carpet of
A flying
flying.
carpet.
Ooh. Well,
It's not exactly armor, so I'm assuming they don't have it.
no, we don't. We don't have it. Off the top of my head, I think some sort of magical emporium would be the place to go. Let's see.
Yeah, let's go to the Magical Emporium.
Yeah. I think your best bet is to go see Illumameister's Magical Emporium. It is on the north end, in the North Ward, and it's where the high road comes into town.
Cool. Thank you.
No problem. Is there anything else? I think by this time Kinien has reached the shop.
I walk in. Hey guys.
I ask if there's any tools for diffusing bombs.
Quite curious. Why? She seems particularly interested in this question, and she says, "Why would you be asking for said materials?
Don't worry, you're okay. You're not on a crossroad.
Oh, okay. Wait, what? And what is going on with this orc here?
I lean close to her
I look over. I'm like, who's that guy?
and I say, "Rings sent me," and wink.
Wink. She's, well, that'll get you about a 20% discount. What would you like?
Discount. I'm with him.
Our transaction is completed, unfortunately.
Should have waited.
Sometimes I get hit, and it hurts.
Ouch.
What do you have for that?
Armor?
Do you have anything harder than this? Clank, clank. And there's a little bit of mayo drops off of it.
Oh, you still haven't washed it. Oh my god.
It contributes to his earthy smell.
Earthy. Earthy.
Wait, how long has this been now?
It's been
A month or two.
At least it's got to be close to 6 months at this point.
Okay, well, apparently Tenuvial's been having really bad allergies or something because you are going to have to wash your armor
Well,
before you next get on the ship.
she couldn't smell the armor over the smell of Kinien.
Or I will use control water to pick you up and dump you in the river.
Oh.
Oh,
Not
bad.
water.
Or just
Didn't
bring
you
the
go
river
swimming.
No, dumping him's more fun.
in Everland.
I did.
Yeah, it's clean.
But I took all my armor off.
to him. Mayo is oil-based. It would not come off in water.
Yeah.
It keeps the straps supple.
So, anyways, yeah.
I've been in water, but
gross.
there's still mayo.
Gross.
So,
You're getting a
anyways,
mass prestidigitation bath.
You know how you have to oil armor to keep it fresh and
Yeah.
pristine? He's been mayoing his armor.
yeah.
It helps
gross.
you don and doff it. It slides on.
So, anyways, she says, what kind of armor is that? I don't know that we have anything.
Metal.
Are you looking for magical armor?
Do you have magical armor?
Kind of.
Well, isn't that the Dragon Guard breastplate?
Yes. Yep. So, I mean, if you're looking for breastplate, we've got many different kinds. Your friend here has bought a mithril half plate. I'm sure have mithril half plate or breastplate. And she says, 1 second, I'll check. And she shouts back. She says, T, do we have mithril breastplates? And you just hear another fit, just like, and she like quick ducks, and there's a armor hammer that goes flinging through the air and hits on the other side on a wall. And she says, yeah, I think we have it. Are you interested?
Do you have anything heavier?
Yes. What kind of armor are you looking for? Full plate?
No.
Scale mail?
Gotta be able to move. Adamantium?
Adamantine.
Adamantine?
No, we do not have that. You won't find that metal anywhere but in the north. The far north. Up near 10 towns.
Do you have any magic weapons?
Magic weapons? Yes. We have a few minor magic weapons. What kind of weapons are you interested in?
Axes.
Axes. She looks around on the walls and she says, I think we're fresh out of axes. In fact, I had a gentleman, a very weird-looking gentleman, come in earlier today, looking for axes, and I remember I turned him away too.
Oh. He wasn't nearly as handsome as me, I'm guessing. Potions?
Potions? No, not here. Not here. You'll find those in the bazaar.
Slings and arrows.
Slings and arrows, we have those.
I'm bored. And I walk away from the counter.
I'd like to look at the slings.
Okay. Yeah, she pulls down the slings, and they're standard, like, leather slings.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like one?
I pull out my own sling. I put next to them. They don't seem to be worn quite as well.
Yeah. It would take many uses.
And then I look at the prices, and it's like, those things, they cost an outrageous fortune.
Yep.
Say,
I think we should go to the magic shop.
hang on, Keo, I got a question. Who was that lady that just came out of here?
As part of T's business, we do not talk about any other clienteles. Our clients' information is left ambiguous.
I didn't need to know what she was doing here. I was just curious who she was.
I have no clue, as I do not know who you are.
You don't know who I am?
No?
I'm the guy who gets killed by this beast every other day.
Oh, that is an interesting relationship you have.
I shake my gold purse and then shove Bon. I'm like, bribe her.
Oh, okay. Here's 5 gold.
Why, thank you. And she takes it.
So who was that lady?
Roll a persuasion check, please.
Bond's learning to do slightly unethical things.
Aw. This is where we break him.
And he's really bad at it.
Yeah, he is.
It's like watching a child grow up.
No, he's really good at it.
Oh.
It's 21.
21, holy shit.
Beginner's luck.
Yeah.
Your innocence is disarming.
Yeah.
She says, okay.
She thinks he has a crush.
I'll tell you. That young woman who just left is she's a hand of the Zenithar's Thieves Guild. She's in here every once in a while, and she likes to pick up a few daggers, and from what I assume, she also visits Mordecai's every once in a while for a little, poison.
I respond, I'm like, I'm more of an axe than I kick one of her displays. Like a light kick.
Oh.
Like a boop.
Yeah, she says, please don't act like an axe here.
I pull out the
Or an ass.
the petrified wood stiletto.
Yeah.
I pull it out. I'm like, does she buy daggers like this?
Perception check, please.
14.
You notice on the stiletto, the symbol of tease.
Never mind.
and so,
He asked the question. And
yeah,
then
so
just,
you pull this out.
Yeah, it just happens to be turned in my hand the way that
Yeah.
the T is showing right to me. Oh,
Yeah, and she says,
I retract my question.
where did you get that weapon?
In a corpse.
We haven't made a petrified blade in many, many years. And you hear in the back,
it freezes
you hear,
the undead.
She says, yes, that is why we make them. And like in the background, you hear hammers like hit the table, like hard. And you hear like a chair like push out on this like hard stone floor. And you hear the footsteps very lightly walk away.
Bye.
And she's standing there and she says, yes, we haven't been selling petrified blades for years.
I just found it laying about.
Wow,
In a corpse.
you are very lucky, man. Or maybe not.
Is it cursed?
We didn't sell them cursed.
You can buy cursed?
No.
She's just saying that when she sold it, it was not cursed. She can't speak for its condition after she sold it.
This lady knows what I'm talking about. I like redheads.
This hurts. My head.
And you hear like the gentle like creak and like a latch of a door. Like in the back.
Can we talk to to T?
And she looks over and like goes to yell and then pauses and says, it seems T has stepped out for now. Maybe he'll be back later.
I've concluded my business here.
What's T look like?
Well, he's a human. He's a human like me. But I mean, nothing out of the ordinary. But yeah, out of the ordinary.
Ordinary.
He has black hair. He has a nice build. I fancy his build.
Can I do
I
an
suck in my gut.
like making your fingers kiss. And she starts to blush a little in her like pale cheeks, and she says, "No, stop, hold on."
Can I do an insight to see if she's withholding information?
Oh, sure.
17.
She seems like she's telling you everything.
Also, what ward are we in again?
What's that ward?
Yeah, in Waterdeep.
You are in the market, which is the big blank area.
Oh, okay.
I think it's
between the Sea Ward and Castle Ward. Okay.
Yep.
Cool, thanks.
In fact, you guys are on the eastern tip where the high road comes through.
I leave for the Emporium.
Yeah. She says, unless there's anything more I can do, are you... Oh, bye, gnome.
Love to stay, but there's cities to save. Bye.
What do you mean? Oh, bye.
What are you guys talking about? Cities to save?
Yeah.
You're doing this out in the street, right? Are you doing this out in the street?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of following
Okay.
Minette. There's a bomb.
A bomb?
Yeah, I never did get that dog armor. Oh, well.
So, Ting, give me a perception check, please.
26.
So you notice that the fog in this area, if you remember last session, the center of the market had a slightly higher elevation, and so the fog didn't quite creep up into that area. And but in the area you're in, it's a little bit lower, and so the streets are pretty well fogged over. You notice
cool fog.
Yeah. You notice like as Keo's walking out of the shop, he pushes some of this fog out of the way, and as it like blooms upward, you see almost like claws come out of the fog and then dissipate. You're the only one that sees this.
Hey guys, does the fog look weird to anyone? Or is it just me?
I start blowing the fog away a little bit.
I thought I just saw something in the fog.
Have you been drinking Keo's booze?
No.
Oh.
No, I don't drink.
I'm excited
Nanette,
about this potion store.
Do you have detect magic or detect good and evil or something like that?
Ooh. I do have detect magic.
Hey Manette, could you just check if there's anything magical in the street area?
I spend 10 minutes casting detect magic.
Oh.
As we walk through the fog.
Kinien's really bored now.
Yeah, he's getting itchy. So you spend the 10 minutes to cast detect magic, and nothing magical seems to be. How big of an area is it?
It's 30.
Yeah, nothing seems to be setting anything off other
Except us
than
adventurers.
yeah, other than
Yeah.
what you guys have, and then any passerbys that might be adventurers. They might have like a magicked
Item
weapon
here,
or
yeah.
something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
My legs get tired. I pull out my broom
Okay.
and I stretch out. Oh, so much better.
Alright, I just kind of am
continue to
more
do for it.
vigilant than normal. but
Okay.
just-
Okay. So off to the Emporium,
Yeah. Do they have potions at the Emporium?
potentially.
I keep an eye out for major crossroads.
Okay. Okay. As you guys are walking through.
Actively looking at a 17.
Okay.
Hey, there's an intersection.
Yes.
There's an intersection.
Okay. So you guys are walking through, and you don't notice any particular intersections, Keo. I mean, you find a lot of intersections, and you guys almost get turned around in the city, other than what Manette and Tin can show you guys around. So, you take like these back alleys and stuff like that.
I
But
always send up my familiar.
yeah, but Manette and Tin really know the way, right? It takes you a little over an hour to get to the top of the North Ward, and when you get there, you find that that the fog has kind of dissipated from this area.
Because we're inland.
And you notice that the Emporium that the lady talked about, the Emporium is closed up. Its walls have been boarded, or its windows have been boarded, and I need a perception check from everyone, please.
Uh-oh.
15.
I got a 3.
13.
9.
13.
13.
I go and check the door.
So, Bon, Kinien, and Tin, you guys see a hooded figure on top of the roof, and it is still day, right now. Let's see. We said midnight, so it's getting closer to evening at this point. And so about 6 o'clock, and you see on top of this roof this hooded figure in this very thick, cloudy day, and it like pops back over the edge of the roof.
And I say, there she goes! And I flip up my eye patch.
Is this something where I can, like, walk 20, 30 steps, whatever, and I'm on the other side of the building and I can see the other side of the roof?
Yeah, I mean, the building's like 100 feet long, so I mean...
it's 100 feet long.
So,
yeah.
Okay.
How boarded up are these windows?
Pretty boarded.
Like,
I
is there
mean-
anywhere that I can, like, get a peek in through a crack?
You can try, yeah.
All right.
Investigation, please.
Okay. Come on, let's do good. That's the
Is there anything...
12.
12?
Yeah. I just want to get a look into the first room.
So, you are able to?
I poof out of... I poof disappear, and I appear
Okay.
in the room.
Like a misty step?
Yep.
Nice. You are inside the Emporium, and it's been closed for many years. Very thick dust.
Does it look like there's any latch or anything that I can undo for the door?
Yes, but the door is boarded up. Tin, what did you want to do?
So I just remembered that I got these fancy new wings of flying recently.
Okay.
So I'm going to activate it,
Okay.
and for the next hour, I have a flying speed of 60 feet.
Nice. And so you, like, fly up?
Yes.
Okay, so...
And I start scaling the building.
Okay. So you fly upward, okay? And what you see is this very slender female figure is running, and then you see her, like, jump off of the back of the building and disappears into the fog. And when I say disappears into the fog, there is no fog around. She is the fog. Does that make sense?
She disappears,
It's
she
like-
transforms into fog,
Yeah, so-
basically.
She misty
So it
steps as well.
It looks a lot like the cloud you're...
Wind walking?
You're wind walking,
Okay.
yes.
And I'm still climbing the building.
Okay. So, yeah. Kinien, you get to the top.
Hey, Kinien, she disappeared.
It's never easy, is it?
No.
I look around on the roof. Is there any roof access into the Emporium? Skylight of...
Yes. Yes.
I jump through the skylight or whatever.
Oh,
it
no,
is.
it's just like a roof
Oh.
access. And it's something that hasn't been boarded.
Oh, so it's not like we can, like, slide down a rope like in a bank heist or anything?
No. Well, I mean, you could do that, but I mean, there's stairs right next.
Oh.
It's right there. I'm
going
sorry.
in.
Okay.
I'm going in the building.
Okay. Keo, you hear like these footsteps,
I
the floor
knew
above
it.
you, and it's like this creaking, like.
It's not abandoned. I begin to ritually cast Detect Magic
Okay.
as I rummage through the drawers.
Okay.
And I get prepared to ambush whoever it is, too,
Okay.
if I hear them coming closer.
So, are you guys going to basically shake down this Imperium?
I'm looking for potions.
Okay. Bon, are you entering?
No.
Okay.
I do something though.
10?
I got a thing.
I'm
Okay.
very curious, but also wondering how safe the building is. So I look over.
You
Is
could do,
Manette,
like,
is Manette going in the building?
No, but that's because the door wasn't opened.
We're just gonna B&E this place just cuz.
Well, I unlocked it, but it's still barred.
That'd be the B part.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm Zentarum, man.
I'm
Hey,
really
Manette.
curious why the lady at T's told us to come here when it's clearly been boarded up for years.
Yeah.
Ambush?
Hey, Manette. Kinien just went inside. Should I go after him?
Probably.
So it's probably been about half a minute now, but I will
There's
make my
only
way.
so much trouble he can get into.
Yeah.
In so long. So.
Okay.
So I will make my
You
way
go
in.
into same way.
Yeah.
Okay. So for
But
those
I'm
who enter,
very cautious.
okay. For those who enter, the biggest thing you notice is it is not. This whole area is not empty. Everything's still here. In the upper area where the roof access is, there is a small chamber room with a bed and stuff like that. Kind of like the proprietor's home. And rummaging through some of this stuff, you actually uncover 82 silver pieces. And
Wait, we're not robbing them. We're just searching.
well, Kinien's searching.
Is it really robbing if no one seems to own it anymore?
That's true.
True. So, but
Yes.
yes. So,
Yes, it is.
what you notice though in this room, and Keo, what you notice downstairs is this is not dust protected, and by that, there's no sheets covering everything. So if you do leave this building fully furnished, you usually put sheets over everything so that dust doesn't get everywhere, and it makes it easier for cleanup. This isn't the case here. It's
No.
almost like it's abandoned, or maybe the proprietor died and just nobody took it over afterwards.
Is there a thick layer of dust on everything? Or are we
Yes.
causing footprints?
Yes, you are causing footprints.
Okay.
You're probably not. You're probably still flying. Kinien is causing footprints. Keo is causing footprints.
Yeah, I'll glide like a badass.
Is the street busy?
No, you are in a very not so busy
Ghost
part of town
town.
at this part.
I actually pull out my broom of flying and start sweeping.
Okay. You do notice though, looking around, there's a lot of noble houses not too far away.
I'm gonna blast the front door open and go in. Presumably, someone has told me like there's shit in here. It's kind of weird that it's all boarded up outside. So,
Sure. Okay.
I'm
Just
gonna.
talking to himself.
Or
Yeah.
Or you said like, hey, Ten, what is it
All
like
you hear
in
is
there?
like looting
Yeah.
from Kinien through the ring.
Money. Okay.
One
Yeah.
beer,
So
2
you
beers.
blow open the door, and you see Keo. Keo, what are you doing when he blows the door open? You're sweeping
Yeah,
with your flying broom.
Yeah, I'm sweeping with flying broom.
This is
I'm-
Keo's shop now. He
has
opens the door.
standards.
You press to digitate like a ding ding. No,
I
so,
begin searching for a carpet of flying.
okay.
It's the only thing I want to loot right now, so
Yeah.
I go searching.
There is no carpet of flying. Sorry.
There's a rug of smothering. No!
I would like to take a look at the books.
Okay. There are books here.
Not the books on display, but the sales books.
Oh, this. Oh, okay. Like the money books.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Because that would give me information about dates and
Okay.
how the business was doing. And
Yeah.
The ledgers.
they should probably have an inventory in there.
So there are a few of these books. Some of these books are just like a general ledger, and you see some credits, you see some debits. What you notice is any writing in this general ledger ends 8 years ago. Yes. And you notice the last person who wrote in this book, the last person was E. Winter's Cost.
Winter's Cost. That's familiar.
So you said that the upstairs area was kind of almost like a residential area for the owners?
Yes.
Are there like any papers upstairs I can rifle through?
Yeah. There's like
Because like presumably they
letters
would
and
have
stuff.
kept some other stuff up there.
Yeah. There's like letters and things like that up there. Yeah. and like just searching through them, there's like notes that are from a Lilith Winter's Cost, and there's like these trading of love letters, talking about political dealings in the town. After like reviewing them, you kind of gather that whoever these Winter Costs were, they were some sort of like nobility or things like that. They were definitely higher echelon of the social structure.
So,
And now they're vampires.
so I used to work in the North Ward.
Like most rich.
Is that a name I recognize,
Looks like
or
a capitalist.
History for me, please.
17?
Winter's Cost?
What's that?
Winter's Cost?
Yes.
We absolutely recognize
Well, yeah, but she's trying to recall like
The note.
Like what I would know
outside
about
of the
them.
note. Yeah, because her patrol route was in the North Ward. With the 17, yeah, you remember. Let's see, you were a guard for like 100 so years, weren't you?
Yeah, about.
So you remember the Winter's Cost being
long
a
time.
fairly.
Well, that was before I got promoted. Yeah.
Yeah. So you remember the Winter's Cost being a fairly productive unit of the society. They were very helpful. They used their business, which now you've put together is this emporium. They use this business to kind of give back to like the South Ward and the lesser of the social structure. They were a positive note in the history of Waterdeep, and it was thought that the reason why they left, because they disappeared one day, just out of the blue. The reason why they left was because of the corruption in town. Just a lot of that stuff that really resonated with you,
Yes.
and the reason why you left the guard. Just a lot of shady political dealings. Money was influencing more than morals. Things like that.
Also, they're vampires.
They're vampires.
I make
Talk
my
about corruption, yo.
I make my looting route to the basement, all pirate style, looking for an X in the dirt in the basement,
Chunk, chunk. Okay.
trying to see if there's
in the
evidence. Like if I was gonna hide something before I left,
Right.
dig it in a hole.
I assume after 10 minutes of sweeping, the
Yeah.
front room's relatively clean.
Oh yeah.
Do I start sensing any magical items now?
You do. You sense a few different things. You are able to find in this area. You are able to find 4 kind of well hidden greater potions of healing. You are also
For safekeeping.
Yes, safekeeping.
Do they have an expiration date?
Potions
Like
of healing?
Yeah.
Good question.
Or does magic kind of act as like a timeless preservative?
Yeah, usually that's what happens with
Okay.
magic. So
They
like
get a bit
magic
vinegary
items,
over time, but
They can
they
dehydrate.
get vinegary.
Oh.
They could dehydrate. But these look pretty well intact.
You now have sands of healing.
Yes.
You can rehydrate it with water, or wine works best.
You now have alcoholic potions of healing.
Yes,
Oh
Kinien
yeah.
potions.
yes. That's like a twofer right
Well,
there.
and it would help reduce pain a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's a +1 potion of healing.
Keo, I need
Except you
you
gotta
to
make
roll
con
me
saves.
a d10, please.
a D10, all right. 5.
Par.
Another d10, please.
1.
Not par.
You find a spell scroll of confusion as you're looking around.
I start digging near the foundations in the basement.
Right. You're not finding anything down there.
Man, these guys do not come from a pirate background.
How long have we been here now?
No, the book's
like
on the
half an
shelf
hour?
right there.
Yeah,
10-ish
probably.
minutes.
10-ish minutes. We're pushing a half hour at this point.
The front door's busted open now.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna walk out and fly back up to the roof and see if I notice any hooded figures that might have returned.
You don't notice any hooded figures, but as you're flying up, you can see 6 guards, and they're moving, like enclosing in on this position.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe because there was
slowly
a loud
walking.
thunder cannon
Yeah.
that went off. Shots fired!
Shots fired.
So I immediately threw the ring. Hey guys, guards are incoming.
Which I don't hear because I'm in the entryway.
Yeah.
I continue to
So-
clean.
Hey,
Hopefully-
Kyo,
yeah.
let's get out of here.
Because we all know Kyo doesn't have a ring by
Yep.
now.
So
I turn invisible.
I just take my bag and like whatever books and counter stuff is close, I just
Okay.
So looking at the guards, do I notice a hole in their like perimeter? As in like, do I know like a gap type
Yeah,
thing?
I know what you're saying.
I make
Yes,
my way to the roof.
it's behind you. It's going out of town.
Okay.
How I imagine this, you aren't far from the wall, from the town wall. You are far from the gate, and this section of wall is not really patrolled very often. So that is the gap. You think that this is a pretty, in fact, you know this is a pretty standard guard maneuver of just kind of push them towards the wall, because who's going to climb 100-something foot tall wall?
Mm-hmm.
Kyo. Yeah.
Okay. With a 21 perception or insight, would I think it best to advise everyone to go towards the wall?
With a 21. I think so. Here's my response to that. I think it's up to Tin's moral compass to decide that. Yes, it might be strategically smarter, but would you suggest to run from the law versus face the law head on? Right?
Yes, because I don't have much respect anymore for the city guard in
Okay.
Waterdeep
Okay.
because of the corruption that I've seen. So to me, they don't really uphold
Guards
the
are
law.
more bought than yeah. Okay.
They serve money more than they serve justice.
Okay.
I think my friends in the sewer could help us.
Ooh.
Kyo says he has friends in the sewer. I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Do I see any sort of sewer entrances?
Yeah, not too far from the back of the building.
Well, I'm sure there's some connection for the cistern or whatever in the, I don't
Kinien,
believe.
get out of the basement.
Hey everyone,
All
we're going in the
right.
sewers.
Okay.
I come up basically covered in dirt
Yeah.
because I was digging like a dog.
Perception on the dirt. Does that look like the other dirt at a 14?
Like it's
at
all
a
over
14?
my hands because I was
Yeah.
digging like a dog.
You'll need a little more inspection, but it looks really similar.
Did you find the vampires?
I was looking for treasure.
Oh.
Did you find any treasure?
I was looking for vampires. Okay, so into the
Here, read
sewers.
this. No.
Yes.
Okay.
We have teleportation rings. Why don't we just go back to our ship?
That's a good point. I can't remember. Is that something where we can carry a party member with?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's just do that.
Because I made it canon before
Yeah.
the DM could put restrictions on it.
Yeah. I had it written that it wasn't supposed to be allowed, and I forgot to enforce it. So
Well, Keel's also so small that it's not a lot of mass.
yeah.
Like atomically speaking.
My bags actually weigh about as much as me.
I think Bond's still standing out front, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Next to a building that has a busted-in door.
Oh yeah.
I quickly scratch a note about this building being under protection of the Enclave. And pin it on the.
Okay.
Do you sign it?
I just give it the EE stamp
Okay.
because this
All right.
isn't a personal letter; it's just a proclamation.
Okay.
It's not a, it's a sign. It's not like an official document.
It's not Keel's territorial claim. It's the Enclave's.
Yeah.
Keo,
but
I'm going back to the ship right now. Do you want to come with?
Yeah, I haven't given supper lunch yet.
Okay. I grab Keo and I teleport back to the ship.
Okay.
But the note I pinned, it says, this building under quarantine by order of the Enclave due to suspected vampire activity.
Okay. All right. Noted.
The note is noted.
The note is noted. Okay. So you guys bamf back to the ship. Everybody else bamfing? Yeah?
I'll head back to the ship.
Okay.
I await the guards.
I don't mention it
Okay.
to anybody, but I do scurry up to my crow's nest and start the bile and the flowers
Okay.
in the still.
Okay.
6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah. Bon, you await the guards.
Yep.
The guards show up and they say, you there, what are you doing?
I was just standing here looking at this door that's blasted apart.
Hey, did you do that?
No, I did not.
Did you see who did?
Yes, I did.
Who did it?
I do not know.
Deception.
13.
13 says, yeah, buddy, why don't you come down to the station with me and we'll get your statement written down and maybe we can find these hoodlums.
Okay, I go with them.
Okay. So you take a long walk down to the middle of town, not too far from the market. It's a very large building, ornate looking, like, I don't know, face of the building. A lot of people walking in and out. It's got like the standard big city police station, really tall stairs, right? Like the tall stairs of justice. They walk you up those stairs and they walk you into booking.
Meanwhile, Supper and I are sharing a bowl of lunch. I say to Manette, so, with those guards coming, we probably should have told them we should have called in that bomb threat.
There's a bomb threat? What the fuck?
I'm sure my new friend said something.
Hey, thank you so much for listening. What a fantastic episode. We cannot wait for next week's episode. We hope you stick around to find out what happens next. If you want to find out more about the show, about our characters, or things like that, go check us out on dmstable.com/RWA. DM's Table has awesome blogs. They've got cool information on there about writing new adventures and things around D&D. You can find a giant archive on all our episodes. DM's Table has got information on how to contact us through Twitter or Facebook or things like that. Go check it out, and we'll see you out on the internet. See ya.